I gotta admit, I wasn't sure I was actually going to stream anymore tonight, but I got nothing better to do right now. So I am, as I said, streaming for tonight. Probably like another 1.5 hours as it was recently. But yes, it's more Pujan action. I've really been enjoying Pujan action recently. Like, it's just been a ton of fun. Pujan action is, I've noticed, one of those games for me where I really have just a chill time. And you would think I wouldn't because of all the voice acting, but no, I very much do. I don't have issues just continuously playing more of this. So, what else do we have to do? Return to the palace of the Adeptus Administratum. With J, I presume. Yeah. Administratum. Administratum. Oh, Conky Cola. I have a can of Conky Cola, even though I don't like Conky Cola. The reason I have Conky Cola is because it was in can. My dad bought a like 24-pack of Coca-Cola, and you know I'm enjoying myself a Coca-Cola from time to time. Ah. Right. I just noticed I completely forgot to turn on the YouTube stream. Hey, hey, carambus. Hey, let me just very quickly configure that one. It's a bit cold. Pujan, public, rogue trader. There we go. Start YouTube stream. Hello to the YouTube folks. My apologies. I completely forgot to start the YouTube stream. Gotten very forgotten. Miss Wadanowski from Valencias, you have returned. I hope the secret document I entrusted to you last time has now successfully passed the approval procedure. Here is your paper, complete with seals. The clear lens on the old woman's nose amid a subtle hum as she adjusts the magnification. Yes, oh yes, indeed, it is perfect. The seals are authentic, so we may continue with the certification procedure. Follow me, please. I treat every citizen as suspect until they have proved they can be trusted. Cool that you have to tell me that. Magic. Why is everything a bit like a, hey. Hey, so that wasn't even the worst of it all. Hey. Oh boy. Ach, du Heilige. You can't be serious. This is your cue, and your ticket number is... The old woman's ocular lenses hum as she zooms in on the paper in her hand. 394. When it is your turn to be seen, the ranking prefect will review documentation again and sign the official certification for J. Haydari to possess a Mercatum Tabula Officiale. You'll have to wait a bit. We'll be with it at the end, yes? Is this some kind of joke? The Master Decree peers at you over her ocular lenses. Hardly. In accordance with Decree DA-58, Clause 201, citizens of the capital world of the Bombasis Protectorate must submit their petitions at one of the assigned windows of the waiting hall. The decree makes no mention of the rogue trader being exempt from this rule. I'm the rogue trader, damn it! Under the Lex Imperialis, your rights and privileges as rogue trader come into effect only after your official accession ceremony. Until then, you are just another humble subject of Valencia's Protectorate. You really wish to get on my bad side? The old woman wrinkled her nose like she has tasted something unpleasant. I suppose I could make an exception, but only because Theodora from Valencius never once overlooked a law in the Imperium or my advice. Here. She was all taken over for the ticket 301. May his blizzard be... wow. We saved 63 slots. Wow. That's, Why is my feeling that it broke their shoulder just brush against me? No, no. No worries, the rogue trader is, The crowd hums and surges like the sea in foul weather. The smell of unwashed bodies, ancient parchment, and ink assaults your nose. For many petitioners, this is not their first cycle waiting to be seen. Pick your place in the queue. There has to be something. Bundles of wires have been ripped out in the servitor's neck, and a yellow fluid is seeping from its damaged joints. How angry would a person have to be to do this? Your face looks familiar. Yeah, I'm just, I'm just a rogue trader. Just a rogue trader.
None shall stand in my way.
What is this here? Task list for current work turn. 1. Compose an order for the servitorization of 90% of the population of asteroid mining station VMK-498 for the purpose of increasing productivity. Prepare a set of documents for the reclassification of the world VBO6 as a penal colony on the orders of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valencius. Task the newly appointed adepts of the administrator with conducting a review of all unresolved petitions in the last 5,999 cycle. Why specifically 5,999? Make a big mug of recap. Look at them, all dressed up in a finery. Bold in folk, I suppose. But this is their own first blessed place.
Victory awaits.
Not too many petitioners today. Yeah, not too many, yeah. Okay, more petitioners. More papers. Addendum number 32-4 to Addendum 874-BA7 to document NXC 4026-A2. Chief regiments of the Osso Militarum sent to the frozen world of Xenagar 2 required supplies of warm clothing, footwear, and snowshoes for successful combat maneuver with a further offensive against the enemies of humanity and the Emperor. Due to a gross error by a low-ranking adept of the Adeptus Administratum, instead of the aforementioned supplies, soldiers received 800 cryobanks, resulting in the death by freezing of the majority of troops before the commencement of the mission of retribution. For the purpose of improving efficiency, the adept responsible was subjected to servitude in perpetuis, a result of which he is now discharging his duties flawlessly.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Oh yeah, let's just steal someone's stuff. Yeah, sure.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Well, we gotta take our place in the queue. The queue hums with thousands of voices. Someone has rolled out bedding and is settling down to sleep. Someone is playing some bizarre musical instrument. Many are praying. Several highborn petitioners are debating who is here on the most important business. You have to admit, the magnificent administrative machinery of the Imperium isn't without its rough edges. Jay smiles sheepishly, eyeing the queue. But what a thrilling adventure this is turning out to be, Shireen. I never seen anything like it before. And sometimes it's good to take a break from constant traveling. This is a fucking mosquito, man. It's only good to take a break from constant traveling and to give all the hot-blooded newcomers a chance to cover themselves in glory without us in the way. Count the people in the queue. The people are constantly moving, coming and going, changing places, or simply disappearing from view. On your first attempt, you count 238 petitioners. On your second attempt, you count 244. On your third attempt, the next batch of unlucky souls is ushered into the hall, and you lose count. Scratch the back of your neck. You have whiled away 30 seconds of your wait. You wonder how long you have left to go. Yawn. The minutes drag by intolerably slowly. Somewhere in the queue, a child is howling at the top of its lungs. The palace adepts are sedately moving documents from one pile to another, shuffling papers. Several petitioners have gathered in a huddle and swapping rumors, while someone has laid down for a nap at a nearby bench. Well, wait patiently. We don't need to announce that we're here. 8 hours. In the last 8 hours, the only thing that has changed in the waiting hall is the warden shift. The petitioners in the queue placidly await their blessed hour when their appeal will be heard by the high-ranking servants of the Imperium. The entire queue perks up at a sudden announcement. Number 285, proceed to the available window. Throne take me, what torturous trials do we have let ourselves in for? Jay almost wails in despair. So much precious time lost, and we've only moved 3 places ahead. At this rate, we'll be old and grey before we get out of this queue, Shireen. You have a better idea? You wound me, Shireen. Jay Haidari always has a better idea. What would you say to making the good folk ahead of us hurry up a little? Just a smidge. Her eyes start playful over the faces of the people around you. The simplest way is to make these lowly subjects bow down before the blinding radiance of our title, Shireen. The second option requires a little more patience. I have already found our first the compassionate citizen who stands 50 places ahead of us in the queue. Simply offer the right words to unlock his heart, and we will gladly swap tickets with you. And also, you have the power to solve the problems of some petitioners, removing the need to visit a coveted window. After all, is there anything an ordinary citizen could want that is beyond the power of the conqueror of the stars to grant? Frighten the people is now whatever you're thinking, do it. Address a tender-hearted man. Open fire in the driver. Do she suit everyone here. We shall problem of the Roman people. A wise decision, Shireen. Good traders always say, if you can solve a problem without cash, then that's just the cost of doing business. Jay gives you a conspiratorial wink and backs away slightly. Oh, exalted one, could today be my lucky day? No longer will I have to stand in this hall, waiting day and night for my turn to come. For this kind lord of the house of Valencius is a benefactor of the downtrodden, and he has solved my problem. And no one notices the guy in, like, ironclad armor with the big-ass hammer. Esteemed Lord, take pity on this poor youth as well. I will give you everything I have. I swear before the Emperor, only help me solve my problem. We do not need everything, poor wretch. Just your place in the queue. Okay, what's your issue? The young man in worn work overall comports himself with unusual grace for a commoner. My lord, I have been in this queue for 24 moons already, trying to get the permission slip to wed my fiancée Zazie. Unfortunately, the servants of the administratum refused to grant it without the signature of a high-born sponsor. Oi, 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 oi. Huh? Out of my way! Elbowing aside onlookers left and right, the richly dressed lady with a beauty mark woman before her lip charges towards you. Esteemed lord, my 8th offspring has lost his mind. He has decided to renounce his family, his noble title, and his talent as a healer, all for the sake of some tattered waif from the middle levels. A union with a commoner will put an end to his studies at the university. But should Agonis and the officio medicae be deprived of a capo chirurgeon because of a passing fancy? Zazie is a healer too, and she helps the people of the Hive a great deal more than any lily-white Kurgan with a diploma. I do not want to live a life of idleness in the spurs of Dragonis like you, not when I know there are thousands of unfortunate people in the lower levels who need my help. Lives are common holds no value in finishing the name also lenses hereby make a fiancé laid up the cord and release her from any obligations. You wish to study alongside your beloved? Very well, hereby grant you the ownership of the Dragonis University of Medicaid. You may admit anyone you like. I don't know what level 11 I don't know. Oh, this would be mad funny. Young man work overalls. Oh, I could do the funny option. No, this is a horrendous idea, but it would be mad funny. So there's some random worker who doesn't understand anything. When you move a common opponent in studies at the university, but should have gone as an official. But he I've been waiting in this queue for 24 months already, trying to get a permission slip to wed my fiancée Zazie. So did the guy say something like that? Zazie is a healer too, and she helps the people of the Hive a great deal more than any lily-white Kurgan with a diploma. I do not want to live a life of idleness in the spires of Dragonis like you. Or when I know there are thousands. You know what? You lead the university. What? Yes, of course. That is just what I'll do. Thank you for your generosity, my lord. This is a miracle. You have an interesting way of doing business, Shireen. I'll keep that in mind. Jay's shrewd eyes are alight with interest as she watches the young petitioner leave. I just gave a random guy you owe the university. After allowing you for a brief pause, a hunched ragamuffin approaches you. The old man's toothless mouth breathes out of a putrefying cloud of air as he speaks only 3 words. Death. Life. Jay peers over the man's shoulder to read his crumpled form. You are here to request mortification so that your organs go to your granddaughter as an inheritance? She will hardly want your worn-out body parts, old-timer. The ragged man shakes his head and covers his face with his wrinkled hands. Servitor, this proposal. Only now do you notice the tattoo on his right hand, the symbol of the Adeptus Administratum in several interlocking chains. It seems this old fellow is the property of a prefect of this palace. Jay looks at the man's form again and rears back in horror. The granddaughter of this poor wretch was turned into a servitor 16 Dragonis years ago, and after a recent accident she was listed for disposal, and now this old man is volunteering to be spare parts for a soulless tin can. May the exalted one keep me from such a fate. I have my people buy your granddaughter's release and see to your welfare. You don't have to die, old man. She has been taken out of service and the time has come to release. I will give the order for your granddaughter to be repaired, but if you wish to be for forever, just buy her granddaughter. Come on. The old man's swindle lips grew into a semblance of a smile. May the Emperor keep you. I mean, I have money to spare. Like... Interesting. So that is how the ruler of worlds and all the stars in the sky acts when he finds an unfortunate on the edge of his magnificent orbit. Jay nods pensively and beckons next petitioner forward. A mature woman in a finely made but threadbare dress greets you. I heard you are helping those in need. Well, my family, it's devastated. My life's work, my shop selling rare hats, burnt to ashes. I'm living out my last years as a widow, alone in a cold, deserted manor, without servants, diversions, or delicacies befitting my status. The woman falls silent, her brow raised in expectation of your response. I suppose you must remarry, and I shall have my people select the best spouse for you. It should suffice to cover your expenses. Perhaps I can rebuild this hat shop of yours, and what do you want is a life of meaningless and full of despair, perhaps never return to faith, sister. I'm not gonna buy her, like come on, I don't give a fuck, you're wealthy. Coca-Cola. Perhaps I can rebuild this hat shop of yours? The woman's beleaguered eye sparkled like, why, that's a wonderful idea. Please, take my place in the queue here. I insist. I will leave the details with your retinue and go. Damn, he kind of rapping, bro. Well, that was amusing. I paid off the last few onlookers who were willing to give up their place. It's a pity they aren't also amenable. Jay inspects the tickets she now holds and nods with satisfaction. We've moved forward considerably in the queue, Shireen, but you aren't ready to stop there, are you? Sister Argenta, for instance. Jay's voice becomes noticeably warmer. She could engage the people in a prayer or tell a story about some saint or another exchange for the queue tickets. Let's wait patiently. Another 8 planetary hours go by. The queue has hardly moved. The adept in the next window was dealing with rebelling machine spirits in his congregator, so the petitioners from that queue were diverted into the middle of yours. Shireen, you're a saint. Have I told you that before? You must be, because I don't see any other reason why you would show such fervent but senseless patience. Could we hurry up things along? Use your tricks. I prefer to call it my wisdom learned through many years' experience, but I don't care about the precise wording just now. How do you wish to proceed, Shireen? Sister Argenta, I believe those people have been gripped by despondency. A sermon from one of his daughters could restore them to their determination. You were thinking about it as well? Argentus's gaze is as clear as the middle sky, as the midday sky. Words of faith can heal any wound, even those that bleed naught but doubt. I will help those people. Come closer, brothers and sisters, for I am about to tell you about true faith and humility in the face of adversity. One day they appealed to Saint Justina. As they say in Ifrit, there is no star more coveted than that which points to the Exalted One. Jay casts a sidelong glance at the sister of battle as the latter holds out several numbered tickets to you. These were given to me in thanks by the poor souls who decided to abandon their vigil in this palace of the law and return to their worldly matters. The hum of activity returns to the queue. Petitioners exchange glances, clutching their paperwork. After a few seconds, you realize that the number being called out by the service call for the third time is the one on your ticket. Oh, Exalted One, thank you for granting the rogue trader his sacred warrant and all its privileges. If we had to wait a minute longer, heaven be my witness, I would have shot someone. Well, that went by faster than I expected. We had a little bit of a wait, of course, but at times it was actually fun. Jay smiles wearily. One last seal, one more certification, and you will be looking at official trade representative Jay Haidari. But I'm waiting for Shireen. Let's go. We have another couple of hours with the certification officer to get through. The certification officer leans over the document, his smoothly shaven head gleaming. His augmented ocular eyes whir as the lenses zoom in and out. With quiet scratching sounds, the cogite quills that serve in place of the officer's fingers make note on a fine sheet of paper. The document is hereby certified, says the rasping voice through a metal jaw with his integrated voice. Return to the Master of Seals in order to proceed, and may his light and wisdom guard you. Next. Yep, that only took... How long did that take now? I think almost a day. Almost an entire day. Hello, Master of Seals, hello. Our temple, all I know the greets you, my Spujinoski from Vanches. You have returned before the necessary paperwork, I presume. Here, all of the seals placed by a certification officer. Wonderful. The Emperor blessed you with a patience greater than that apportioned to ordinary mortals. Allow me to verify the authenticity of your documents for the final time. The older woman holds the document close so that they are almost touching her nose. Her mechanical ocular lens is clicking incessantly. Yes, confirmed. Everything is in order. And this one. Ah, the seal is smudged slightly. Jay's smile evaporates, revealing her true emotions. Which scorpion scratched out my eyes? Now what? I suppose I can overlook it, given that the rest has been certified correctly and promptly. Congratulations, Shea Haidari. You are now the holder for Mercatum Tabula Officiale. Do not forget to repeat your certification process every 100 Terran years. Uphold the law of the Imperium proudly and honorably in the worlds of the Kern's expanse. And one more thing. Loss of the certificate is a grievous transgression, Mr. Haidari. Lose the original document, and you will be unable to regain your status as an official trade representative, not even with the rogue trader's endorsement. Yes, esteemed Damar, give me the certificate already. Come on! Jay's eyes dart over the Mercatum Tabula Officiale and shine with delight. Praise the Exalted One who saw me through all these trials, Shireen. This is something to tell the grandchildren about. How a humble mortal became... How a humble mortal became a trade representative of the Imperium. Isn't bother the Damar any longer, Shireen. Why don't we discuss our next step on the ship? So why do scam bots get so advanced that they now use fake what's it called? Like different fonts. Hey mate, really enjoying the stream. I'm a fellow streamer too. I am a fellow streamer too. I am definitely not a bot. You can trust me. I am real. Fuck's sake, man. These bots are getting... They're somehow getting worse. Is there anything else I really can do here? I think I've almost done everything I have to. Well, I gotta go to the ship and talk with Jay. And from one cola to another. My Pepsi Max Mango. Alright, where are you, Jay? Hey, Jay.
Shireen, light of my eyes, giver of boons and savior of the needy. From now on, two sons will grace the firmament of the Font Valancius Protectorate. One bright and powerful, like the rogue trader himself, and the other slightly more humble, like his unassuming partner, the diligent owner of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, and all around delight, Jai Hidari.
Oh, it's Jay, not Jay, okay.
As I promised before, my crew will be your eyes and ears across the entire expanse, Shireen. Just give them time. And of course, the assistant to official trade representative Jai Hidari is already rushing to Dargonis to deliver goods of rare and exquisite quality to you and your people, O master of many worlds. And once again, thank you, Shireen, from the bottom of my humble heart.
Is it the extent of your gratitude? Nah, you presume too much shit. We will not potters keep making us use this piece of paper. I'm going to help you another throne be my witness. Enjoy freedom, Jay. I see you found that much to it. You're welcome, Jay. It's what friends are for.
A rogue trader cannot have friends, Shireen. Only servants for whom the word of their master is supreme law. And partners to whom the favor of the warrant bearer is the highest reward for their mutual efforts. Why are you looking at me like that? How many friends does the soul that shines down upon Holy Terra have? You are welcome to call our relations whatever you like, Shireen. After all, words mean little. But you have taken good care of me, and so I would like to take good care of you. And go slightly beyond the strict terms of our agreement. Here, I brought a small gift as a token of gratitude. And may the Exalted One keep watching over the paths that you tread.
Argenta seems to have gotten on your skin, am I right?
Argenta? What could be more beautiful than the sight of a sister of battle, whose mere presence casts light in the dark corners of lost souls such as mine? But alas, what remains of my sanity is telling me that poor Jai can only admire the radiance of this angel, forsaking any hope of ever touching her wings.
I'll see you later.
Oh, I have no doubt you will.
Jay laughs and bids you farewell with a wink. Well, now we made a smuggler an official trade representative. Yay.
It is so fortunate you have come. I admit I was seeking you out myself. After the events on Dargonis, it felt like an anthracite grey mantle had dropped on my shoulders. I spent a long time thinking about our very first meeting and what happened next. I cannot wait to shake off this dreary color. You are the only one who I trust to hear this confession. The thought of being Novator both frightens and sickens me. How can I manage an entire house if I cannot even control my powers? I am just grateful to you for always being close and guiding me to the right path. Thank you, Rogue Trader. It will be an honor to keep guiding your vessel through the Sea of Souls, until you decide otherwise.
I hope you're feeling a little safe now that Elena Orselio has been executed.
On the contrary, Lord Captain. The mere thought of what happened tightens a grey-blue slip noose around my throat. To realize, again and again, how fervently your subjects hate you. I am sorry, Lord Captain. I should not have darkened your colors with my own struggles.
You didn't mention the Starway Atlas when we met.
I would never reveal this secret to an outsider. But you have come to my aid more than once already. The Starway
Highway Atlas is a sacred artifact of House Orselio. It helps our navigators chart a course through the warp. This crystal, the Atlas, has been inside me for as long as I can remember, giving me strength. But the others... I noticed the renegades in the palace were choked by ashen ghosts of despair when we met face to face. I swear the ghosts were reaching for their atlases.
So the Atlas is some kind of crystal that is implanted in navigators for Cecilia at birth?
But my Atlas is much more powerful than the others. It's the Atlas of Tisiphone herself. That is what people have whispered behind my back my whole life, although no one knew for certain. But I always suspected. I simply did not wish to admit it to myself.
Certain navigators in your house fear the Atlas's powers.
Certain navigators in my house have tried to kill me more than once. But the tales of Tisiphone's brutality, I am beginning to wonder. What if they are all true? What if I will be a new tormentor to those who serve me?
Give me 1 second. Just know, honey, when I go to bed, I don't want to hear any complaints about the lack of space on my bed. Because guess what? My bed is not made for 2 people. Or 1 person and a dog. Okay? Morons, you little pig. Little piglet. So no complaints on it. You little piglet. Pivo. Hello, Angie. Good evening. How's it going, man? How is it going? Notify me when temperatures below. Yeah. So, in case you're wondering what I'm doing here, I have a camera installed outside. Because one of my greenhouses, there has been something digging holes, and I recently bought this baby phone originally, so I have an easier time just checking on the puppies. But now that I want to figure out what's been digging holes, I took this this baby phone, and because it has a motion sensor and everything, yeah, I have installed it outside, and so far, yeah, nothing's been wrong. I mean, it records the last 30 seconds if something is amiss. But, I mean, yeah, so far I don't see anything that has really been out there yet. Yeah, so far there has been nothing. Probably superbly lurking playing with amigos. Hello, Titanium Sword, good evening. I'm taking it as you playing with your friends. In that case, enjoy, and if not, well, enjoy regardless. Going to drive it as I'm turning you into a podcast. Hey, that's exactly what I'm here for. Hey. You said you wouldn't share your secret with just anyone. Does that mean I'm someone to you?
I didn't. I only meant that... I am at ease in your company.
Your heart stutters. A searing heat envelops your shoulders, throat, and chest, and your brain grows foggy. The by now familiar influence of Cassius's powers is intoxicating your mind more than usual. Cassia looks away, a subtle blush blooming on her pale cheeks. Thank you for telling me.
Thank you for listening.
Giving you a slight smile, Cassia nods in thanks. What is what does your special sight reveal?
The colorful shards of stained glass have risen up and enveloped Magos Haneman in a swirl of speculations. The silvery glint of metal no longer conceals his anxiety, nor does his scarlet robe conceal his doubts.
This is where I must beg my leave.
I have enjoyed.
Where is Magos Hanuman? I don't like this. Hey, Pascal.
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
Oh, okay. Want to know the truth about you.
The request is approved, acknowledged. I will return to.
I must take my
May
leave.
your leave.
I mean, who else could I be talking with right now? I mean, I could talk with, Sauerback. Okay. Petrushki is here as well, supposedly. Oh yeah, but what are you doing here? Petrushki appears separately at ease, but his green eyes track every motion across the bridge. When the colonel fixes a heavy stare on an enforcer, the subordinate notices but flinches. Lord Captain, there are far too many people around. Some are only pretending to be busy. We will take care of that in due time. How are the seconded troops from Zarkov faring? Your flag sheet scares some of them. Too many new faces, new sights, new smells. Some were happy to put Zarkov behind them, but all this novelty is disorienting. But it's nothing. Give us time, and we'll know this vessel as well as the routes around the cage. Don't you miss Zarkov? Isrik frowns and lets out a strange sound, a mix of grunt and growl, yet devoid of any aggression. I miss it. I was born there, grew up there, and nearly died there more than once. Back home, I know what to do, but in the wider world, I don't. Your eyes meet, and you catch a glint deep within his green eyes. Suddenly, the colonel smirks. And that's a good thing. I feel like I've grown younger. I have to learn, adapt, and think all over again, instead of giving the same orders day after day. It stirs the blood. Perhaps you have some questions? Isdrik nods, casting a glance over his shoulder. I do. Some fancy-dressed people from Targona showed up, offering to become patrons of the 32nd Regiment. How should I handle them? Pay attention to Versarians, they are noble and honest, their drive stems have the greatest influence. House Gaprek would be a best choice, they're closely related to the production of equipment and cosmetics. Your chief patron is Mariusz Pujanowski from Valencias. All houses are populated manipulators, don't put your faith in anyone. Pay attention to Versarians, they're honest and noble. That's your Seneschal Abrantz's family, isn't it? I've heard a lot about the man. Well, if his clan is like him, honest, with no Commissar Claptrap, then they're worth dealing with. Thank you for the advice, Your Lordship. It's something to think about. That will be all, Colonel. Yes, Your Lordship. Isrik nods at you and begins to softly hum a familiar melody. Didn't I also take the one chick with me? Sigdis, Letard Forius, Master Helmsman Rever, Indrik Monteg, Rogue Tragus Cargatator. No. Furnace Expanse map. Where is Elf Lady Yerlet? Let me ask you a few personal
What do
questions.
you wish to talk about?
How did you come to be on Ioannus?
The children of Asurian sought shelter on the Lilithan after the demise of our craft world, our Kruderak. I arrived later, looking for traces of my kin and hoping to learn the fate of my world. They witnessed the baneful ignorance of your breed and began to weave a web of their own intrigues in which I played the role of Vistensa Viat's aide. And then you appeared.
Thank you.
The words of truth sound like music.
I must take my leave. Oof. Yeah, maybe there's something to talk with Irgun. Irgun?
Rogue trader, what disputation will you honor Nuncia sent me with today?
Oh,
I
none.
find out.
Nothing really. Vigdis, anyone or anything? Nothing. Okay. Okay, we go fly in space again. Avalord?
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Lord Captain. Lord Captain. Lord Captain. Lord Captain. Lord Captain. Lord Captain. Okay, what else do I actually have to do right now? Governor played Jefferson. Jessevon. 4 people for 2 profit. 4 weapons and mechanisms for 4 profit. Intent on bringing the world of iniquity to imperial compliance. Nah. Nah. How's my colony doing here? A solid 0. So quests, rumors, bit by bit. The rogue trader encountered a number of followers on St. Drusus on an uninhabited planet. They were guarding a covered underground facility, ready to kill any intruders without mercy. In the Drusus facility, the rogue trader discovered cryo vaults containing dead bodies. The Curiosity merchant mentioned an explorator tech priest he had known but lost contact with, who owed a cyber beast equivalent to unusual protocol. Perhaps the rogue trader will be able to track him down in System Speculo. System Speculo? Where the hell is that? In System Speculo. System Speculo. Ogre's anomaly. Yeah. Called Inverted Shrine by Valencius. Okay, so I have to go to the Shrine of the Van Valencius. Zeno Mazarides to give the rogue trader an ultimatum. Fight the final battle in the Cineris Maleficum. The people and continue fending off raids. It would be unwise to agree to the terms set by enemies of humanity, but it is permissible if it means an end to constant attacks. Footfall. The colon nourishes, tainted with genetic corruption, was discovered on the planet Jessevan. Okay, where is Jessevan? Where is Jessevan? So where do I have to go? Lapidus Mortis, Last Chance of Cyrene, Labortium Maledicta. So Lapidus Mortus. Lapidus Mortis, Last Chance of Cyrene, Labortium Maledicta. Okay, that's that way. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going... But no, I didn't mean to do this. Loading screen. And I think there's nothing for me to get here, right? Yeah, there's nothing. What a boring system. This way. And this way. And this way. Is the thing done already? Kieran Zarkov, only halfway. So supposedly, like, potentially here. Yeah, nothing bad happened. Yes. Continental unforeseen event. Apparently I haven't been there yet, or I have. She's sleeping so peacefully behind me. Such a cutie patootie. Oh, I haven't been here yet. Oh, the Mon tribute from Ember World. No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna take money from them. Or anything from them. Okay, anything here? Yes. Oh, damn, why is there a Skaven in my... Examine the mysterious object. Ooh, this wasn't here before. Are we finally destroying it? Are we finally blowing it up? Any changes in the construct? Pressing overly awaiting response. Urgent deck from the engine series on the Ogre deck. Detecting an energy spec of an unknown nature. Cogitate the network overloaded. Peripheral systems offline. Look out. Confirming visual changes. Decade it. What is that? Continue. Look out, Captain. We're detecting activity near the object. Observations indicate the signatures are very similar to ships, Captain. Xeno ships. Battle station. Bridge. Lord Captain's orders. Prepare for maneuvering. Shields to max. Engine to max. Fire on the enemy under mark only. Wait, what is that? Look out, look out. Lord Captain, alert. Another Xeno ship inbound. Must be a boarding party. What? Where did it come from? It was hiding nearby. It closed in undetectable. We were distracted by the construct. It's right by us. It's aiming for the engines module. Look, Captain. Emergency. Confirming contact with the enemy ship in the engine area. Confirm. Yay, we're gonna be fighting. Yay. Instead of like space fighting, it seems to be Pujan action. Like Pujan himself can shoot. Yay! Oh. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we have nothing but we have mostly macro cannons.
Coordinates set.
Kajub. So we first deploy some RAF starfighters. Shadow field. So can I take care of the shadow field this way? The enemy has a hollow field. Negatively. So if I'm there, can I just ram into it? No, I can't. Did that do anything? Yes.
Fire right now!
How are my shields doing? A bit weaker, but nothing that can't be fixed.
All hands, prepare for acceleration.
Ah, all misses.
Set the course.
This is boarding party. Maybe just once per round, one round every 10 points. No.
Launch battery. Volley.
Oh, okay. Good evening, or well, hello, Noodle. How's it going, homeboy? Or well, homegirl, or whatever, really. Homie. How's it going, homie? Homie or homette?
With the force of a supernova.
I'll mention this triumph in my memoirs.
Okay. Another fairly useless escort.
Macro cannon, volley!
No one can outmaneuver House or
How many?
Leave the hole!
At this point, it's getting, like, boring. Now what? Bro, Lost Hatred Frigate. Yeah, congratulations, you're boring me to death. I can't even reach them.
Engage the engine.
P-rank minnows yesterday, Flash Prison Droid to be that annoying. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Coordinates set.
I know exactly what you mean. Buongiorno, mi amigo.
Torpedoes! Another salvo! Bleed them!
fade into nothing.
Wow. This was so difficult. Look, Captain, we've dealt with the voyages of these beasts, but as Xeno's boarding party landed on the ship, they're advancing steadily toward the plasma drive. The enforcers are being overrun, and they're asking for reinforcements. If you don't help them, this filth will destroy our vessel from the inside. Well, in that case, get the lads ready. Also bit Sisyphus piss. Hell yeah! Exclamation mark Sisyphus. So that the only thing about Sisyphus I have to say is exclamation mark Sisyphus.
Grace and strength of will. It is sad that such gifts have fallen to one whose soul will never be
Yeah, but congratulations, Sammy. Congratulations.
Limited, petty creatures often wrongly pity others who are, in fact, superior to them. I do not know if I should find it fascinating or repulsive.
Lacerated bodies and tattered coveralls bearing the initials of the Voidship dynasty that serves this section. Aye. What are you doing there? More monkey! Look, my kid, they can't wait to die. What's taking so long with the engine? The monkey are already here. Do not rush me, or we will perish alongside them. Is that the guy? Prepare for battle. Little thing? Hey, I'm not little. I would say I'm actually quite robust. Wait, this is a very, very wide battlefield. Damn. I mean, from here she can get all these. Where the fuck I with the idol, hideous master like 20 attempts. Yeah. Hey, anything better than me? I assume, have probably seen me try to beat it. Trust me, you probably already did a better job than me. Trust me. It's not difficult to be better at that than me. So you probably did a very good job, like being able to do that. Congratulations, homie. Like, be proud of yourself. Seriously. The massive feat. Feat. You were on Brutal. Oh, are you not playing on Brutal? I thought you were playing on Brutal. Play on Standard. Oh, okay. Well, still. It's still an accomplishment.
If I must.
Level 3. Okay.
This tedium is beneath me.
Carve efficiency, perception, ballistic skill. Massive feet. What about feet? Did I say something about feet? What did I say about feet? I must have said something about feet.
Ancestors guide me.
I was hoping there would be a kill. Can I not shoot anyone else from here? Oh, I must be in a very bad position down here then. Then in that case just... Oh, I was hoping that would kill. If all else fails, just let Argenta carry it all. Massive feet. I mean, imagine a woman with a big foot. Is there anywhere I can actually make her move? Oh, she can shoot that guy over there. Yeah. Argenta? Shoot. Huh?
But not by much.
What? Huh? I didn't tell you to shoot that way. No, I'm redoing this. This is not where I told her to shoot. We already had something like this happen before. We don't need this to happen again. we don't need Argenta to shoot poor Abelard in the face yet again. We don't need this to happen again. Okay, so... So, I mean, it doesn't really matter where I put her. If I put her here, she can aim at anything that moves here. I mean, here is a bit... that's not a very good position. Can I put Argenta here? I can, but she will not be shielded from anything here. And Cabalite Heavy... yeah, I mean, here is not bad. So I put Lordman... actually, I should probably put Lordman, like... here. Pujan can handle this guy here. Then I can put Yerelit here. Cassia stays in the back here, and I can put Lysandra here with Liberd here. Okay, so this time...
If it serves your cause, I will not.
You see, you can look at this guy here, however the fuck, okay? So you have a splinter rifle, meanwhile this guy just... okay, yeah, that guy's just... hunt down the prey? Why does that one already have hunt down the prey? Well, like it really matters.
If I must.
Monkey. Yeah, perfect spot. You're gonna be sitting there for at least 1 to 2 turns. 84 to 93 damage? That's very little.
If
yeah.
it serves your cause.
Oh, that doesn't kill though. But given it's a crit...
I understand your intent.
Oh, I didn't crit. Oh, it survived. Why did you survive? Herbalight Heavy. The Heavy is dead! Oei. You missed everything. Okay, now it's her turn. Wait, can you shoot at these guys here? Oh, you absolutely can. Argenta, you wanna have some fun? Does the momentum twice the number of zeal stacks? Oh, in that case, I'll just wait a tiny bit. Hey, Argenta. Argenta, looky. Looky. You can shoot at these two people. Looky, looky. Shoot. But you think this is... you think this is where she stops? Oh no.
Faith without you, my emperor.
Bleeding and burning. Bleeding and burning. Oh, bleeding and burning. This is why I love...
I refuse.
not in range. Yeah, that's okay then. I actually want Yerelit to have another turn.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay, I'm gonna have an extra turn killing you. This guy's already marked. 70% to hit. Oh, oh wait. 70% and can kill.
If fortune favors the swift.
Damn it. Okay, Nightmare. Can I do anything else? I can give her temporary wounds. Is anyone burning or something? I took a slight injury, but... yeah, sure. Kill that guy just to be sure. Okay, yeah, you're on the floor. Look at me kill a Minsha Kane. Oh, the sapper. Block? Oh, so it... oh, okay. So, Lysandra... I feel this is super risky, but I want to put her here to blind all of these guys. that's super risky. Can I move Burb? I can move Burb here. Could also move Burb up here, but nah, I'd rather want the Burb over there.
I'll see to it, personally.
I'd really need another turn on Burb.
I'll make it happen.
See if you're gonna be moving towards me. Okay, high momentum.
Who, if not me?
Mobilized until the end of combat can relay attacking psychic powers. I mean, would be huge against these guys.
It's as good as done.
Nah, I think I'll use it on someone else. Okay, 6-7. 6. So how much is it? 27 plus 30% of the current wounds. I mean, this deals a flat 46 to 58. 1 plus psychosis plus psi rating. Minor psychic power. So it's gonna deal at least 27 to 30%, which is 16, 32, 48. So 48 plus 38. So 76. Oh, but this deals more.
I'll make it happen.
Don't they gain some debuff because of Burning Touch of the Warp? They cannot use power from pain, lose all bonuses to this ability for 2 rounds. Good. Ah, I was hoping it would die. The Sapper. Power from pain. Hey, 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 hey. Aw, target is too far. Well, I mean, what Bridgen can do. But can't I reach that guy? Yeah, because I now have the ground slab, but I mean, do this. Ow. How many people are suffering from like damage over time things? 2. Yeah, that's 8% armor and dodge. So right now he's at 80 and 52. And if I do this... Oh, I only going 4 dodge. Okay.
All too easy.
You're not inflicting anything. When used for 1 round, just a military commander and their allies do not suffer damage from allied attacks, deal 20% more damage to the enemies that were attacked by them since ability activation. Sure, I don't know how to really use that one, but sure. Okay, Mr. Lord. So how tanky is this guy? Gruesome kill, whenever prey is killed, accelerating speed. How high are the stats? Decent.
It will be done. I will do my duty.
Well, in that case, defensive stance.
At your beck and call.
Taunting scream. I thought it was mocking shout. That works as well. I mean, this doesn't work on the bird, right? Yeah. Yeah, and do this shield thing. Okay. Urilit kind of does need to move, though.
Designate a target. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Monkey. Yeah, but now she can't aim for those guys. Well, these guys. Or anyone, in fact.
I move as if unseen.
Well, this was a waste. Now yeah, perfect spot. So you aren't a prey? You aren't prey. Level 4, level 2, level 2. Yeah, you're gonna be prey then.
It serves your cause.
Won't this kill?
I am
Let's
not
ensure
your
it kills.
xenopet
Monkey. 80% of the usual damage.
If I deal death with my hands.
Oh, this one can be killed
I
instantly.
am not
Sure.
Another soul slips beyond the veil. That is beneath me.
She's gonna hunt down the prey. Has 3 charges. Okay, how do I gain more charges? Prey marked. The prey is always immobilized until the next turn. Oh, I can kill this guy. Bro. And ensure no one is coming.
Monkey.
Stop trying, monkey. I mean, can't shoot anyone else, right? Yeah, then just in case he doesn't get killed until next turn, which I don't think will happen. Is there any way for me to somehow shoot those people? I think I just need to move her over here. No point in spending that turn yet. Anyone nearby I can heal? Not really. 30 momentum. What is the zeal? Depend on willpower. I don't need the momentum just yet. Oh, and she can't reach up there.
Doubt is for the weak.
Yeah, nothing I can do.
I'll do it.
I suppose I
This is
just
unacceptable.
spend on these, so I have it ready for next turn. And we could also give her an extra turn. Where could I best put her that she could give Argenta that extra turn? Will that work here?
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
The 3 ways you attack with allies with the master edition that have line of sight to any enemies inside the selected zone, make an immediate attack against a random enemy within the zone that they can target with their weapons, which no one really can. Can't look up there, can't do anything up there.
Me? If you insist, Lord
Yeah,
Captain.
this I can do. But everything here has already died, so there isn't really anything for me to, like... Move bird. Oh. Well, this was a useful turn. Yep.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
What else do I do now?
Do not dare ask.
I would give that to her, but I can't. There is no one here I can look at.
I'm not
Here.
accustomed to being ordered around.
Bonus. Because... Can you aim at anyone with your sniper rifle? No.
You call this a strike?
Who thought that was a good idea?
Good one. I really feel like I need to get to that zapper, like, now.
I'll make it happen.
Come on, Burb. Burb. Okay, now I do this one again. And now
It's
I
as good as done.
blind.
Beware foul sorcery!
Foul sorcery! Oh, it must be foul sorcery. Oh. Okay, the Blade Master is immobilized. Mind Bond.
I'll see to it personally.
Just in case, like, Argent has to do something. Yeah, that guy's immobilized. Damn, you're really aiming for the tank. Very intelligent decision. Very bright decision. Okay.
Not a problem for me.
You pissed off Pujan. Your existence pisses him off enough. So this does regular damage, this also does regular damage. This one pushes them away and deals regular damage. Strength bonus cells. So this can be up to 8 cells. Only one way to find out. 8 deflection on Pujan, so fuck you. Oh, whoops. Sorry, didn't mean to kill you. Whoopsie daisy.
I'll bring glory to my bloodline.
Whoopsie daisy.
Another clean strike. Nothing I cut out the knee was your biggest mistake.
Buongiorno, what is it you're trying to do here with my ship? Yes, I see something over there, but, you know, I know we need to kill someone here, but, you know, there's something of interest there.
All too easy.
Get the fuck off of my ship.
I'm always ready.
Get the fuck off of my ship, bitch.
They fear to look at me because of my appearance. I fear to look at them because of their rotten-colored souls.
Oi, oi, Cassia, that's a bit... That's a bit rude, ain't it?
Just as I planned.
Okay, yeah. Good. Judging by the bodies of the Xenos, the void ship crew fought the raiders with some amount of success. This is the user deals. Never uses traumas, more melee damage. Oh, okay, yeah. But I want to loot first. Okay. Okay, I suppose we have to defuse it first. Surviving crew member. A man in an officer's uniform is kneeling and scrabbling around in a mess of blood and dirt on the floor. As soon as you draw nearer, you hear his feverish muttering, "No, no, no, where is he? Where's my son?" The lower half of the officer's face is grimy with some strange substance, too pale and lumpy to be blood. The officer pays you no attention. His eyes are fixed on the floor. "Wait, he's an operational officer from Deck 67-3, not one from the local clans, which is why I remember him. He helped me bring up the new recruits on the planet. What is he doing here?" Examine his face first. You take another step toward the man and peer into his face. Blue veins bulge under his scab-mottled skin, and his bloodshot eyes are darting in every direction, sometimes rolling back into his head so that only the whites are visible. The strange stuff covering the officer's face is lumpy pink slime mixed with blood that is streaming from his disfigured nose. "Why are you here, not on your assigned deck?" Something shifts in the officer's expression, and a feverish gleam in his eyes goes out. "Tacticus, my boy. Swamp devils dragged him off. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm looking for my son. The Empress's valiant guards came to save my boy. I showed them where the swamp devils dragged Tactitius. I led them right here like they asked. They make short work of the nest of those beasts. And I'll keep looking for my boy in the meantime. Master, will you help?" The man's face contours in a monstrous grimace, a mixture of pain, hope, and madness. "I'll be damned if this officer has a son. Perhaps he did once, but he embarked without any family in tow. He's cracked, poor wretch. I believe this monkey is not here by chance. He has been in the clutches of the Dark Ones. His current state may be the bitter fruit of time spent alongside those masters of torment and madness. You are no guards here. You're on board of rogue traders. Vessel in need, even Xenos blood and entrails. Stand where Lord Captain is speaking to you. Warm if you've truly somewhere around. There are no guards here. I don't understand. Xenos? What? Xenos? For an instant, awareness returns to the officer's eye, and he seems to see his surroundings for the first time. His face slowly stills in horror. Emperor preserve us. The man sneezes, and the lower half of his face is coated anew in the slime streaming from his nose. The officer casts you a pleading look. What is this nightmare saying? I was leading the Emperor's guards to this one devil's nest across the marshlands of my homeworld, but instead of that, I was showing them the way to them. He points to the corpses of the Xenos with a trembling hand. Hallucinations. A mere heretical mirage. Mirage? Mirage Ultrakill? Mirage Ultrakill? Secret 2? Gods, they weren't very chatty. One of them called me something strange. Monkey, I think. And I heard them talking among themselves. Something about seizing the ship. Don't let them through. Through to where? I don't know. Oh, it's coming over me again. Tell me about these hallucinations. When did they start? I don't remember. It's so strange. It's like I'm here and I'm there at the same time. But I remember many watches ago, a visit from a guardsman. After the swamp devils attacked, it seemed. He treated my injuries, did something to my face, and said that his comrades would come and do what they had to do. And when the rest of them came, they told me to show them the way to the nest. When we're on the ship, where did I take them? Abelard clutches his head. Motive will strike me down. I think I've got it. The Xenos that the crew smoked out during the recent warp jump. This poor madman must have taken him for a guardsman. Remember, Lord Captain, the enraged quarry who had bent several crew members to his will? Argentus' voice trembles with sorrow and rage. Until the last piece among the enemies of humanity is dead, the innocent will continue to suffer torment. Is this not a sign that we must work doggedly to rid the universe of Xenos? He seems to be not in the right mind. I don't know what happened to you, but you led Xenos to the very heart of his vessel and almost killed us, so you're clearly seriously injured. You must be taken to an infirmary. I said, I'll string your skinned corpse on the main deck as a warning to... Jesus Christ. It seems you were not in your right mind. I think you're right, your lordship. Reason has fled me. I can't hold out. Even though I can see the marsh where Tactitious vanished, just behind you. The man's face twists in a mask of pain and grief, and a wonderful spasm racks the body. Let the officer slip into the hallucination. I think your son is calling. No. No. No, I can't do the first. No. Hmm. The first one is suffering, the second one is just dickish. I mean, do I get an option to send him to the infirmary? Because if so, I'm willing to do the first one, but if not, I would rather... I don't want to do the first one, but what if the first one is me sending him to the infirmary? But staying deaf, like in the name of the Emperor, deaf to all heretic. I mean, the guy was a heretic, but he didn't do it willingly. But that still is a problem. And what if by keeping up the hallucination, they're gonna abuse him again? I hate doing this. I genuinely hate doing this. In one sudden movement, a man falls at your feet, an expressive stoic acceptance frozen on his face. You bent over the body. Despite the numerous bloodstains on his skin and clothes, the officer had not been seriously wounded. The only noticeable injury is on his face. His nose is disfigured, and a red, slimy substance is streaming from it, staining his mouth and chin. Take the body to the infirmary, try to identify the cause of his madness. So I did have a choice. No, I'm not. No, this is going to be my decision. This is my decision. There was no guarantee of the game to do that, so I'm just going to accept that. Yeah, I executed him. I wish there would have been a nicer thing. Shard carbine. I really wish there would have been another way. But I can cut off the power if I wanted to.
Didn't flinch. Success
Logic.
is the only outcome I accept.
Yeah, we already walked over it, you know. I could have actually, yeah, flanked them all.
I'll lay claim to the stars. I rise to the occasion.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah, but oh well.
Excellence matters.
Well, at least we get some XP out of that, right? Yeah, 15. Closer to a level up? Fairly close, actually. Okay, so first off, your weapon. Long splinter rifle. Okay. Some shard thing to carry scatter shard. Yeah, just regular splinter pistol. Examine the chart. This bomb produces short electromagnetic pulses that disable power grids and devices. It is strong enough to take out the power of a whole city district or several void ship sections. Well, defuse it then.
Duty prevails.
The charge has been safely diffused. Cool.
Victory awaits!
So, where do I leave? Where I came from? Or... Yeah. Kуда brydge? Kуда void ship brydge? Bippies. Bippies mango. Recent fuel like 3 engage protocol 89B sent in forces immediately. Okay. The manufacturing complex reporting complete recovery after the fire. Okay, so I feel like if I'm going to do this, I'm actually going to continue with the main storyline. So instead I'm going to go to the Void Ship Shrine. I have to go there with Cabela. Do I have to? I wish I didn't have to. Okay, I'll go there with Cabela. Maybe it's the oh yeah, it's probably the resolution of that quest line. Aye, old man. Cabela extends a finger topped with a metal claw toward Confessor Adalbert. The divination has revealed that you stand beside the enemy Nemesis. Speak only the truth before the domain in the Undying One. Adalbert meets Cabela's word calmly with almost majestic resignation. A defender of the people and a tyrant's minion are two faithful servants of opposing ideas, two souls that have rejected everything else for the sake of duty. I now truly see that your collision with him was inevitable. Adalbert shifts his gaze to you and lets out a mournful sigh.
Was warned about your visit, Morepierogivanya, as well as its purpose.
Who alerted you to my visit?
My son, the protector of those whose blood you feed upon, whose hard work has paid for your content life on the upper decks of the ship.
I demand an explanation, Confessor, this instant.
Your pet tormentor who extols death is right. I know Nemesite, and I assist him. Just like him, I am your enemy, Morepierogivanya.
Adalbert raises his voice. In the soft tenor, you hear notes of accusation as deep as rolling thunder.
I am also the enemy of your cruel regime, where life is dirt and the enforces' feet, where a man has nothing to eat, writhes in fear, and knows no hope.
Sarabek clenches her fist until her knuckles crunch.
You treasonous impostor! To think I listened to your sermons and was anointed by your hand. You will choke on your words along with the teeth I'm about to knock out.
Adalbert dignifies her with neither a word nor a glance. You're not even trying to lie, this is commendable. Adalbert shrugs, his kindly face growing harder.
Why would I? If the dogs have come looking for blood, they will not leave without the kill. Such is your vicious nature.
So you're a heretic, then?
No. Heresy is what you and your fellow bloodsuckers believe in. The ecclesiary has turned faith into a whip to drive the powerless. The aristocracy has turned it into a shield to cover the transgressions, and the enforcers have turned it into a club to beat those who dare raise to their voices. Your faith is an instrument of lies and suppression, and I renounced it long ago. My faith proves salvation, not thraldom.
Magenta's eyes flash.
Betrayer of the faith, your blasphemous words will perish with you.
And you were so good at moaning about the servants he killed.
I grieved for them, but they were unreliable. They could have compromised us. They had to die, for the fault of their deaths lies with you and your enforcer dogs, for fear of whom we were forced to hide.
Any rebellion is a strike against the Imperium to advantage of enemies of humanity. Repent, for there is no fate worse than to be deprived of his light. I too desire a better life for my subjects. If often that need not be violent. Let's make peace and change life on a ship together. Face the facts. You're no champion of justice. You're a manipulator, raised himself up by standing on the corpse of others. I'm not judging. On the contrary, I could use them. Ew. So... I mean, I don't remember what this quest was about. Nemesite. I mean, I also desire a better life for my subjects, yeah. Tortured doubt lingers on the confessor's face for a moment before being superseded by former conviction.
Even if your intentions are pure, you are too tainted, poisoned. No, the matter is clear. You or us. Peace and coexistence are impossible.
Do you serve Nemesite or do you command him?
I follow him as he once followed me. Nemesite is my son, if not by blood, then in spirit. I took him in as a willful child, and I fostered the best in him. A passion for justice, the indomitable flame of a fighter, an unyielding determination. I've been preparing him for years.
You have raised a living instrument that serves a purpose, without question. Gibella speaks cautiously, as if not entirely sure of her judgment.
Such is the purpose, to be the hope, to break the shackles, to end the centuries of torment that have passed aboard the ship. A great sacrifice for a great cause.
He falls silent, looking at Gibella expectantly.
You should be familiar with his ways, except that instead of a sour of freedom, you have a race to be an executioner's sword.
What else were you lying about?
One last confession?
Why not? He frowns and pulls back his collar as if he were short of breath.
I'm not Adalbert. That was the name of an initiate from a clan of confessors passed away from disease many years ago. I was born in squalor from the lower decks, and at best of them... He faltered as if he wanted to add something else. And it was by the Emperor's command that I took Adalbert's place for deception, pretending to be him. The dead man had inherited such influence and many thrones from his clan, which hastened my successful rise through the ranks. But it was not for wealth and power that I did this. I accepted the burden of hard work to empower the common people, to pave the way for liberation from oppression and injustice. And my part is almost done. Kibela whispers to you. I sense no lie in his voice or bearing, Domin Marishpyanovsky. He feels and welcomes death with open arms. The moment favors us. We must learn more. He who betrayed his oath will not deliver Nemesis to us, but from his words we may divine knowledge of our enemy. How did your deception go unnoticed? You were not for those years of pestilence. You were not there for those years of pestilence. Confessors attended every deck and died in multitudes. New ministers were recruited in every port, at every station. Their names and faces blurred together, and we recognized our kin only by their robes. No one knew Adalbert's true face survived that time. The Emperor saved me from being exposed. Your liberation is rooted in betrayal and bloodshed. This is a war, Mariusz Bujanowski. The war for our liberation, and we are willing to die and to kill for it, because our enemy is brutal and deaf to our pleas. You have deserved it. He resolutely places his hand over his heart. Starbuck reacts to his gesture with reduced suspicion, sharply gripping her weapon, preparing to eliminate any threat to you. So, Nemesis is just a man? Are you hoping he will save you now? No, we decided otherwise. I'm not worth him risking his life, so I don't expect to capture him through me. My son has no attachments, but it would only make him weak. He will gladly sacrifice himself for his dream of liberty and equality, and I must do the same. I only grieve that, thanks to your efforts, I cannot be near my son and ease his burden. Attachment makes us weak. Kirillis' whisper is barely audible, and you see her face grow more dismal still. You made a weapon out of him, just as he is a weapon made out of you. Any last words? The shackles will fall, and there will be nothing left of your tyranny, nor of you. Adalbert speaks without hatred. His even voice shifts in that of a martyr on his way to glory. Imposter Adalbert, I am a rogue trader, Mariusz Bujanowski from Valencia, sentenced to your death for treason. You are responsible for the deaths of countless people. Time has come for a reckoning. Let's separate a family wound, you and Saul will see each other sooner. Despite your crimes, I will keep you alive. Sarawak, arrest your traitor. I mean, this guy wants to die. Just be like, hurdy, hur. Starbuck, arrest him. You seem to have mistaken my humility in the face of death for submission. Adalbert smiles weakly. It is not for you to decide my fate. I will make the choice myself. I will surrender my life in the fight for our future. I will die, but I will take you with me. He clicks his fingers, and the initiates who have been standing humbly around her in your direction, the white robes opening to reveal a variety of weapons. For Nemesis, brothers and sisters, for freedom! But Captain, this is an ambush! They have been waiting for us! Zarbex's shout hits your ears, drowning out furried footsteps and the clanking of gunpla steel. He has a grenade! Protect the Lord Captain! Oh, okay. Yeah, the issue is Kibilla is level 28.
And bow before me.
You cannot stop the angels faithful!
Would like to return the favor, your lordship. I assure you my intention, my initiation has not robbed me of my enforcer skills. Who are you? Enforcer Hrotko. Oh, okay, so you use a heavy flamer right in front of me. Okay.
That's gotta hurt.
Good job, Hrotko. Oh, they're burning us.
The Sire's song guides me.
I mean, if that's all you're going to do. Oh, a cum gun. So when is it my turn? Or did I just not get a turn? Stop hurting Hrotko. Cute. Oh, that's a saw.
My faith shields me.
Ow, why do you have a hacksaw on you? Okay, first thing I should probably do is... Where do I best make her escape? Probably here too. Then you absolutely need to heal yourself. They are burning Carrick? Yep, they are burning Carrick indeed. Or at least attempting to. Can I somehow hit these guys? Or am I going to have to do some singular attacks? What about, like, burning? Damn, they're tanky. Or they influenced. Why are they so tanky? Blessed by flame. Incoming fire damage. Oh, okay, fire just doesn't deal any damage to them. Okay.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
So I have to shoot them with the bolter. Okay. I mean, this guy has a massive hexa, but this guy has a flamer in his hand. Well, in that case, I know exactly what I have to do.
I'll do it.
Argenta, you wanna have fun?
I
No,
will
don't
not.
kill Hrotko, please. So please don't kill Hrotko.
As the Emperor commands.
I asked you nicely, Argenta. I asked you nicely.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. As the Emperor commands, I have it.
18 momentum and I'm at 98. Not yet.
More pierogi, Vanya. Yes, more pierogi.
No, no, cum gun. No, stop using cum gun. No, I don't like cum gun. Oh, this guy has a hammer. Oh.
The true believers will inherit all.
Regret this.
Oh, they really don't like Pujon, huh? But hello, Fort Bath. Good evening. Ugh. I mean, I think here would be a good idea, actually. Oh, this was a horrendous idea to put there. Okay, who could use this the best?
I'll see
I think
to it
Argenta,
personally.
actually.
I'll make it happen.
I think this is gonna have to actually be an offensive, Lysandra.
On it.
And you live.
Only the
Oy.
faithful will ascend.
Oh, good thing you can't hit for shit. Okay, okay, Adalbert is fairly tanky. Okay, move over here, Lord Man.
Victory is imminent.
Wallow Rock Crete.
At your beck and call.
Deflection. Taunting Scream. Yeah, taunt these guys here. Hit him with the shield.
An exemplary strike.
Is he blinded? No, he isn't. Okay. Where would I want Lysandra to move to? I think over here. Just so she's in cover. Cassia? Oh yeah, you're also in a fairly bad position there. Here I suppose, because this at least gives me some cover. Argenta, this is gonna sound weird, but actually right here. Because when it's her turn, she can just shoot all of these guys. Kibella, I'll be honest, I don't know how to use you. But I'm sending you this way. Pujon,
Let's see how they respond to this.
up here. Oh, there's the sharpshooter up there. And Lordman, you stay right there.
I will do my duty.
Defensive stand. Yup. And then luck chance increase. Then, Gift of Torment, because a lot of people are burning, I think. Just like Carrack.
Suits my purposes.
Ooh, Pujan has taken a lot of damage, but that's okay. I mean, shooting creatures with ranged weapons, then I'm not sure I want to do this.
All too easy.
Yeah, regular attack.
I've suffered worse.
Suffered worse, you didn't suffer anything. Okay, no one took damage, because... Okay,
Me? If you
I
insist, Lord
absolutely need Argenta to have another turn.
Captain. If I may.
Wait, they all bathed in fire, right? The one thing scream, hold of a blessed by flame. Yeah, okay, so I can't do blessed by flame. First give her that extra turn. Ooh, Argenta. 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 Have fun.
I am his will made manifest.
Ooh. Ooh, yeah, that's Argenta for you. That's Argenta for you. Add Sister Argenta just having fun for you. Do I want to take a chance on that guy doing something, or do I just shoot? Let's shoot Adalbert. Okay, no, he's bleeding.
Doubt is for the weak.
High momentum again. So in that case then, would I want to have an additional turn? Oh, doesn't kill that guy. I mean, Argenta could attempt to take care of those three guys here. But I could also tell Pujan to take care of Adalbert, which is probably better given he has a heavy flamer.
Suits my purposes.
I mean, the gay is gay. The gay is... What is it with me saying gay instead of guy today?
Not a problem for me.
The entire day I've been saying gay instead of guy. Something is wrong with me.
Already done.
How much armor pen do you have? 102 armor. Coordinated trap. Gotcha, over that the gay is taking over.
Nothing I can't do.
You perform critical hits with your party members. Yep. No way of getting to the target.
All too easy. Suits my purposes. Nothing of value has been lost.
Nothing of value has been lost. Can I use the shotgun to shoot this guy here? Well, I mean, Pujan has done what he needed to.
Suits my purposes.
Pujan has done what he needs to. So just have fun hitting this with Pujan. Boom. Hello, Partpath. Hello, oh yeah, I already greeted you, yeah.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
What is this here? Blood file. Medkit. So what do you do? Raining blood. Playing board games with friends. Oh, hell yeah! What board games were you playing?
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Well, there's only 25% of the attack is
I
successful.
shall not fade.
What do you mean you survived that?
As honor, death is a blessing.
I mean, you deal like no damage, girl.
The shadows
Yeet.
will see it done.
Okay, what else does she do? Blade dance.
As the tenants
Sure.
command, my blade whispers your name.
So this guy is now burning? Wait, then the next time inflicts bleeding on all targets hit. Okay, maybe I should have done that first. The assassin chooses an enemy, line of sight marks additional opening with the same enemy on whichever side is closest to the assassin. Okay. Makes an enemy suffer minus 40% or minus 2 deflection until the end of the assassin's turn. Okay, raining blood. Veil of blades. Okay. Betrayal, human error, tiny towns, liberty. I've never heard of any of those. Short of breath. So can I then do this? And then yum? The deal, like, okay, they're bleeding, and now I can do, like, this? I don't know what I got to. Yeah, I don't know, I haven't heard of those board games. I only know a few. Well, mainly Settlers of Catan, I like that one. Whenever I play the Settlers of Catan, I'm always the guy who's like trying to make everybody fight each other. Just then at the end just be like, tee I wanted all these things all along. Betrayal is a crossing house with Illerati, a corpse scrabble. Okay, that sounds cool.
Commands, I act. I'll do it.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one, but it sounds fun.
The Emperor commands, I act. I refuse.
What do you mean you refuse? Agenta, you gotta shoot.
Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worthless.
How did you miss everything? How did you miss everything, Argenta? It's my favorite game right now. But why is she dead now? Huh? Aberrations as touch. Okay, Bella broken rib, what? Coordinated trap. Okay, I don't know what just happened. Something for sure. Bella just died randomly.
I'll see to it personally.
You smell of poo-poo pee-pee.
I do indeed smell a poo-poo pee-pee. Hello, nobody.
Tu bai nidalo itakomi al tu bai nidalo nawet ja bin vigo nidalo bilik. Nitu jesma laro hika tu bai nidalo bo on bil rugi we kullar nawet ja bin bil pirosi nidalo bilik bo ja bin musil bit pirosi on musil bibik zwarte ja tu bai nidalo. Itak bai nidalo itak. Ideale tu bai nidalo itak. Nidalo bi bo on bil rugi we kullar ja bin bil pirosi nawet tu itak bai ligal. Nik bai nidalo.
I agree, Lissandra needs to have bigger tits. I agree with you, NG. I'm very glad we both agree to that. Yes, I'm very glad we're both in accordance there. Yes. In before. Oh, this is just a song, Ivan. Like the last time.
Ale dużo nie brakowało.
Nie.
Co?
Mocniejszy. Wciąga.
Zacząłeś dobrze, kurczę, kulę. No.
Na trzeciej ci coś tak trochę.
Ty widziałeś, jak
na trzecią uderzyłem.
Tak.
Ale to by nic nie dało i tak. On miał... To by nic nie dało.
No,
Nawet jakbym wygrał. Nie dałoby nic.
Ile sekund było?
Nie, to jest mała różnica. To by nic nie dało, bo on był drugi w kulach. Nawet jakbym był pierwszy, nie dałoby nic. Bo ja bym musiał być pierwszy, on musiał być czwarty.
No to
To by nic nie dało. I tak by nic nie dało i tak.
Próbowałeś bokiem brać te kule?
Nie, ale to by nic nie dało i tak. Nie dałoby, bo on był drugi w kulach. Ja bym był pierwszy nawet. To i tak by wygrał. Nic by nie dało.
Możemy zdjęcie jeszcze?
A jakaś krótka sesja?
Tak jest.
Yes, Pujan. Yes. Pujan saying funny things. Yes. Yes.
Victory is imminent.
He talking about they would give nothing. Yes. 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 Oh, it's this guy's just on. Oh, just hit him with the shield then. Just blind him. Blinded, slowed, sensory deprivation, immobilized, dominate, thrice price protection. This guy has nothing. This guy is, for all intents and purposes, dead.
Indeed.
Indeed. Glad to see you agree, Lord Man.
At your beck and call.
Okay, Pujan just healed. I think because he had, like, damage over time effects on him. Wait, can I do this?
The other side awaits.
And then just... Yep. And then there's one lost rebel gunner left. We jump with us with 100% armor and 85% dodge.
Nothing I can't do.
Pujan just... yeah, hello NG, hello nobody. I swear saying hello nobody sounds so weird because you could very much assume just schizo and just being like, hello nobody. So I'm just talking with like, you know, nobody.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
So it doesn't cost me anything to do this.
I'll do it.
Technically for versatility I should be doing a singular attack, but I don't wanna. Okay, this is the second time you haven't hit a singular bullet. What is wrong with you, girl? How come you can't hit a singular bullet? You just throw a rock. Rock cock.
I'm a navigator.
Oh, but I now have 2 HP.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Now I have 24.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Here you go, Hrotko. And for damage, guy 6-7, 6. Oh, but Hrotko can fucking hit them. Okay, but like, okay. So, Cassia, Argenta.
In thy light I stand.
If you now still miss,
Faith without deeds is.
yeah, I was kind of hoping you wouldn't miss that. Oh yeah, the sharpshooter's still alive. Whoopsie. You already have 2 stacks of that, right? What did that say? The ability becomes available if the soldier kills 3 enemies.
I'll do it.
Okay, and now... What do you mean you can... Oh, but you can... Oh, but I can shoot Abelard to hit the guy behind. Poor Lord Man. Poor Lord Man. Yeah, just yell. And lives.
Blasphemous powers!
Blasphemous powers, oh.
Just put every debuff that we have on them.
On it.
Every single
I'll
debuff.
see to it personally.
They don't deserve anything.
I've suffered worse. Reduced to dust.
Every single debuff on the planet. Well, this was an attempt. This was an attempt of subduing me. The battle is over, and silence descends once again upon the chapel. Flakes of ash whirl quietly in the air before coming to rest on the blood trickling slowly across the floor. Why did Abelard take 10 damage?
You ought to see this, Domin Mariusz Pujanovsky.
Kibella leans over the confessor's body. Is one guy on fire? Pujan is also on fire. Like, observe how Pujan and I think that's man, it's actually Abelard are just both on fire and just they just don't care. They're just like, yep, I'm on fire, yeah. Kibella leans over the confessor's body and slices off the edge of his collar with a blade, filling a tiny scar on the back of his neck. It looks like it looks just like the one captured worker in the plasma drive chamber had, except for that one clearly healed a long time ago. So he was connected to the genetic aberrations as well. The like grok shit.
We now know much more about the enemy.
Kibella ponderously runs her finger along the flat of the blade.
Although to just how deep the poison of conspiracy runs within the veins of your ship. But the bloodspun web has wrapped itself around its base too tightly, and Nemesis can no longer hope to escape.
Her ruminations are interrupted by a furious hiss. Sarback snarls a curse through her teeth and spits that Adalbert's smoking remains. Her left arm hangs limp and her face is mangled by a shrapnel.
Lord Captain, we have a prisoner.
She points her weapon at the man standing hunched over in pain.
Permission to finish off the cur.
Down with the tyrant. The broad-shouldered initiate who calls himself Zeke clutches a deep wound, glaring at you with hatred.
But Captain, are you unharmed?
Rodko, formerly an enforcer, now an initiate, has not lost his usual cool composure, despite the fact that his white robes are stained with blood. He gave Rodko, captain of the ship's enforcer who attempted to mislead investigation, a second chance by having him serve penance as initiate as the shrine. Rardo, how did you come to be here at just the right moment?
I was praying, your lordship. Ever since you spared me, I have been praying a lot.
Rodko's groomed face now looks haggard. His cheekbones just jut out, and his former well-off appearance has taken on an air of noble piety.
And when I saw those vermin pull out their weapons, I considered it unacceptable to stand aside. I may have been found a bad officer, but not once have I been called a bad fighter. I'm glad to see you in one piece. Today, I will be praying to the God Emperor for your health.
I have questions for you, traitor.
I doubt you'll like the answers.
Were you serving Nemesis for a cause, or simply for money? Zeke flashes you a bloody grin.
He promised us freedom.
Where is his hideout? He probably won't tell me.
Even the confessor didn't know where it is. He was afraid of spies or giving his sons the secrets away under torture. You see, you can't get to our champion.
Are there any other senior officers helping you?
Officers? No one. There is no one else among them who is pure. They only care about power and gorging themselves on the scraps you throw them, or else they would have long since turned against you.
Zeke can barely finish the sentence, both he is beset by a torrent of gurgling coughs. How many more of you mutineers are hiding on my ship? I want to know your names. I want to know where you meet. Everything.
The confessor said every compartment is people who fight for our cause. He promised to take me to the circle of our most devoted believers. Then I would know. But even then I would tell you nothing, not even under torture.
Well, I've learned all I need. The initiate only looks at you sullenly. They were waiting for us. It was a trap.
Yes, Lord Captain. Adalbert had been warned, and yet he chose not to flee. Instead, he stayed behind to set a trap for us. Did he really believe this madness would succeed and he would somehow survive?
He didn't sound like he wanted to survive.
He did not want to survive. His only hope was to kill. Nemesis managed to turn his adopted father into a blade pointed squarely at the Domin's throat. just as Adalbert himself had once turned Nemesis into a weapon. Neither of them feared death. Devious, mind-twisting beast! Sarback frowns with fury. I've been going through my predecessor's archive recently, and I may have an idea as to what manner of creature this Nemesis is. We are dealing with a kilomorph, a special variety of mutant filth in service of genetic cults. These creatures are made and raised to play the part of the peoples as leader, an inspiration for the mutinous rubble. A kilomorph's purpose is to sow disorder and to use the rebellion to eliminate the ruling elite, those who might be capable of opposing the Xenos. Nodded Zeke. Now, let us decide what to do with our surviving traitor. Do not kill him in vain, Gabella shakes her head. Those who follow the tenets of the web know that, just as we serve death, so too does it serve us. Allow the death of this man to become an instrument in your hands, Domin Brzezinowski. Pass off the traitor's body as that of Nemesis. Instill fear in his supporters. The enemy will be forced to act to undo this deception, exposing himself in the process. What would that accomplish? All warriors fight for something, be it fame, life, hope. With their loved ones, Nemesis cares nothing for these things. The fire would have been raging for a minute, a few minutes. We're just letting it, burn there, just cash. You know that meme with the, everything is fine? Yeah, it's that. Love Pepsi. Nemesis cares nothing for these things. He sacrifices his kin, scorns glory, and amasses no riches. I am sure he would gladly give up his own life if necessary. Nemesis fights for an idea, and so that is where we must strike. Make his idea bleed, and he will be obligated to respond. And whoever is forced to react instead of acting, dies. Did you know the guy who animated Everything is Fine is a diaper fur? Okay, so I don't know what the diaper fur is, but something tells me it's a furry who is into wearing diapers. Which is not a thing I would have thought I would ever say, but now that I've said it, it was also to be expected I would at one point utter these words. But I have, and I'm kind of concerned. Is that what a diaper fur is? You got it in one? Ah. I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't. I did. I mean, to each their own. That's all I'm gonna say about that. To each their own. I don't have to support it. Enough blood has been spilled. I hereby pardon this deluded fool. Show the rest of the vessel that I'm not the monster that Nemesis paints me to be. Pardon? Does you... Does that mean I can go? Z glances nervously about like a hurried animal. You really... Forgive me, Lordship. I thought you... But that... I'm so sorry. Sarback is gonna hit me. That is one traitor dealt with, Lord Captain. But how many more have been poisoned by this false confessor's heresy? A new spiritual shepherd must be appointed quickly to banish any mutinous thoughts sown by the traitor from the minds of the crew and to strengthen their faith and obedience. Without the ship's confessor, the rebel will begin to whisper that the Emperor has forsaken us, and such steps are only playing to the rebels' hands. The Credos we strictly observed about the West, the words in wavering in their favor, the high factotum fight the true servant to Ecclesia elsewhere. Attack craft and torpedoes gain 2 void movement points. The praise of Confessor Arabella have roused the crew to purge any and all foes of the God Emperor and service weapons in his of exemplary rigor. Deal with it yourself. Appoint a loyal crew member who is known for the strength of their faith, someone that children of the wood recognize as strong. We don't want any outsiders. Blessed Shields. Shield strength inside the flagship is increased by 10%. The summons of Confessor Zerman have inspired the crew to defend the vessel with all their might and devote greater efforts to serving the machine spirits and sustain its blessed shields. I trust the Bloodspun weapon guard my quality on love guiding the congregation with merciless salvos. The faction against 15% crit hit chance.
His arguments to Confessor Tercitius have blessed the crew with a vision of how they might reign unrelenting death, but no, do this one. Morally, this one. As you command, the order the chapel be restored as well. I will send agents to every deck. The next time Nemesis rears his head, which I'm certain will happen sooner than later, we will be one step ahead of him, not the other way around. Sarubac staggers away, and your gaze turns to the motionless Cabela, staring at your own reflection within a pool of blood. Something wrong? I'm thinking about Nemesis, my adversary. The more I learn about him, the more I see a vague reflection. The fire is still burning. And Pujan is also on fire. Pujan has been on fire for like 10 minutes. The guy is like living barbecue meat. I see a vague reflection of myself. A twisted reflection, perhaps, but all too familiar. Like me, he was forced to tread a path of servitude from an early age, stripped of anything that meant standing in the way of duty. A champion and a zealot left with nothing but an idea, forged and tempered by his mentor. The created true servant of the God Emperor of his apostate is a heresy unto itself. You're different, he is a murderer, but you understand the true value of human life. You're indeed alike, and it's up to you to prove with God Emperor's case that the tenets of the web are stronger than whatever Nemesis believes in. His both faith and brain were stop looking for omens and try using all judgment instead. It's not my place to judge. You're different. This is true. Like a puppeteer, he pulls at the threads of other people's destinies, tangling and severing them. But these threads, it is only as the Undying One commands. With timely precision, I must stop Nemesis so that I might save your subjects from premature death.
I'm at your service.
Well, you're not just at my service, but you're also burning. Fiery Retribution. Oh. This heavy flamer has an additional area attack called Scorching Retribution. Ooh. Stub revolver, weighty axe, fire grenade, heavy leather armor, carapace, chest plate. Well, this is very good because Argenta is definitely in need of a better heavy flamer. Yeah, it might deal a tiny bit less damage, but look at that 2 AP attack. I mean, come on, this one looks cooler. Yes, the heavy flamer is technically stronger, but come on, like, look at this big ass AoE, and this looks badass as well. Big Joe, or whatever, Big Joe's seal of approval, or however that goes. Badass seal of approval. If the target of the wearer's range attack fails a toughness resistance test with a -10 penalty, the attack inflicts exhaustion on that target.
None shall stand in my way.
Who would I use that on? Oi. Heavy rock saw. Each attack with this heavy rock saw performs several strikes. If first strike hits the target, also the second strike automatically hit. If the first strike is dodged or parried, the second strike is automatically dodged or parried. Okay, last pistol, great sword, lots of fire grenades. Is that it? Examine commerce. An ancient-looking chainsaw without a fuel engine rests on a weapon rack. The shape of its teeth makes you think of the Ulmo Universalis, a pattern from the Angevin Crusade era. Well, let's do... Yeah, Exemplar. Pujan is now an Exemplar. Okay, Pujan is now an Exemplar. What are these? After an ally makes an extra turn provided by the character, the ally gains 7% armor, 7%... Pujan doesn't really do that. All damage dealt by the character is increased by 3% until the end of combat for every new enemy damaged by them this combat. The character gains 15 willpower as long as they don't have ranged weapons equipped. Staves do not count as ranged weapons. Puja needs the shotgun even if he doesn't use it. Whenever the character applies blinded, slowed, fatigue, perplexity, disturb effect, one random enemy for 5 cells of dark also gains that effect for 1 round. The character's critical hit chance and critical damage are increased by 5% of their dodge. What is Pujan's dodge? 42%. I mean, maybe. Crushing Assault. The character's first melee attack each round deals an additional 2 damage for every cell between the character's current position and the spot where they started their turn. The distance is measured in a direct line, ignoring all terrain, with every second diagonal cell counting as 2. Maybe. If the character's dodge reduction is higher than the enemy's dodge before applying the heavy or medium armor penalty modifier, the character's damage against that enemy is increased by plus 1% for every 5% difference between the character's dodge reduction and the enemy's dodge. What is the dodge reduction that Pujan has? Where can I see that? 45. Maybe. Whenever the character kills the first enemy in a round, the character immediately makes an additional attack against the closest enemy they can target with the same weapon if possible, using whichever attack costs the least AP. This attack deals 50% base damage with a 10% bonus for every difficulty tier of the first killed enemy, i.e. if the enemy was difficulty tier 1, this attack deals 40% damage in total. Okay, yeah, maybe. Whenever the character deals damage to an enemy, the enemy suffers plus 1 stack of the degraded defense effect for every 6 damage the character has dealt. Whenever the character ally hit that enemy, they deal an additional 1% damage for each stack of degraded. This, I mean, for every 6 damage. I mean, this is very good on Pujan, given Pujan really likes to hit that one time. Maybe. Every melee attack the character makes reduces the target's armor by 7% until the end of combat. This reduction is applied before damage is calculated. Yeah. When targets pushed by the character collide with the enemy or cover both the target and the object they collide with, suffer an additional 14 damage. Well, I mean, with the other hammer it would have been good, but we don't have that one anymore. During the first turn of combat, the character has 2 additional action points. Maybe. And allies take actions and extra turn given by the character. Nope. Any damage the character deals is increased by plus 1 for every attack they have made this combat. Does not affect damage over time effects. If an extra turn given by the character's abilities grant MP, that's not happening. Allies within 2 cells of the character deal 6% more damage, suffer 11% less damage. If multiple characters have this talent, the effects do not stack. At the start of the character's turn, they restore 10% of maximum wounds. If the character has less than 30% wounds left, they restore to... Wait, so just Undying Pujan? Okay. Targets are considered a character priority target if 40% less damage to the characters as allies. Enemies that have 0 deflection or 0% armor against their character's attacks suffer plus 10% additional damage from the character. Okay, it's Grievous Wounds. What is this, League of Legends? They really gains plus 2 deflection if a shield is in their current weapon set. Nope. The character gains 0% to armor, penetration, dodge. Okay. Is this intelligence modifier? Yeah, okay, int modifier, yeah. Enemies hit by the character with a melee attack must pass a willpower resistance throw test or make the character their priority target until the end of the character's next turn. Whenever an enemy fails a willpower resistance test against the character, they suffer 5 direct damage. Whenever the character is attacked by an enemy, they gain momentum equal to the difficulty tier of the attacking creature. Interesting. When a character single shots deal damage to all targets other than the main target, they gain plus 5 ballistic skill until the end of combat. Doesn't specify if it stacks. That eye shot deals... okay. Whenever the character pushes an enemy, okay. The character gains a bonus to their strength equal to 20% of maximum wounds. Okay. So this just means I get 20% of maximum wounds as... oh my. Oh me, oh my. So I think right now he has 81 wounds. which would mean 20% of 80. That's 2/8. That's a quarter. No, it can't be 25. It's a fifth of 81. That's 81 divided by 5. That's 10. And then 30 divided by 5, that's 6. So Pujan would get 16 strength, which would push him to just above 91. Okay, I'm actually very much considering this. Oh, but then what I could also do then, I could get rid of this one. I mean, he loses 10% of his wounds. Which I'm usually against. I mean, this would just give 2 more strength points. Nah, it's not worth it. That's not worth it. Add to cargo, what are these? Manufactured sword. Cargo. Thunderhammer, the Hammer of Epiphany. Add to cargo. Wrath of the Val Rebel. Oh, I already took that one. Cargo. Weber. Cargo. Yeah. Leveling up, yes. Where were we? Martyrdom, no. Masterful display. When a character single shot, oh yeah, it wasn't that. Masterful precision, out of my way, protection under fire. This character gains +5 to all characteristics. His bonus is doubled when they have 20% wounds or less. The character ignores one of the enemies' deflection, rounded down, based off of bullshit. Pinpoint accuracy, yeah. The wielder gains Psychic Awakening, Telepathy. Puja knows telepathy. If the character's armor penetration is higher than the enemy's armor, the character's critical hit chance against that enemy is increased by +2% for every 5% difference between the character's armor penetration and the enemy's armor. That's also extremely good. Whenever the character is healed, they regain 40% more wounds. Based off of, I presume, toughness modifier? 5 times the toughness modifier. Whenever the character loses wounds, the next melee attack gains 1 damage for every 2 wounds the character has lost. The character's attacks gain a 70% over penetration. Character's deflection is doubled against single target attacks. Defeat against 5% block, shield bash. The character's dodge reduction in armor penetration increased by 10% of their critical hit chance. All of these are good, but these are actually fun bonuses. The character gains additional 12 wounds. Those wounds are further increased by toughness, increasing by 10% toughness. Those wounds are further increased by toughness, increasing by 10 times the toughness bonus percent, in the same way as basic wounds. So this with the other one, where... Oh, just imagine, 12%? And then plus 10 times toughness bonus, which I think right now is 80%. So 10 times 80. It's so 80%. Those wounds are further increased by toughness, increasing by... So this would then be 10 plus 10 times 8, 80%. So 12 times 80. So 12 times 1.8. That will be 1.2 times 8. 12 half. So it will be like 8 more. Okay, which is 4 more strength. As long as the character wears light armor. Yeah, no. The character gains bonus or resistance is equal to 25. Okay. Unstoppable. The character becomes immune to all effects that reduce their MP. Whenever the character scores a critical hit, they have a chance to increase their critical damage bonus by half. Wait, what? They have a chance to increase their critical damage bonus by half. Okay. All of these are so good. I think we all know what I'm gonna have to pick. I mean, 20% of their maximum wounds. Come on, Pujan with... come on, Pujan needs that strength. Every injury, 8 less damage from toxic, fire and bleeding, nah. Attacks opportunity 30% plus damage to warrior. The warrior gains 8 damage deflection against the first attack made by every enemy. Discount attack. Whenever the enemy attacks the warrior's attack melee attack does an additional 8 damage. Crowd kill. Area attacks an additional 5 damage. Then the warrior takes damage, gains 30% dodge, stacks up to 3 times. If the warrior has not attacked this turn, they gain 26% armor. When a warrior uses a single shot attack or melee attack against the target, the warrior gains 70% armor against attacks made by the target. You know what Pujan would pick? Yeah, he would pick the strength. The warrior's critical damage is increased by 20% against enemy not armed with a melee weapon. When the warrior is attacked, they gain 1 stack of epicenter slot until the end of combat. At the start of the turn, the warrior gains 1 temporary wound for each stack. This cannot exceed 8. Field medic allows the warrior to use medkits without the Medicae skill. No. Whenever the warrior is hit while under the endure effect, the damage reflection is increased by 1. Impetus. The damage dealt by charge increased by 17 when the ability is on distant 5 or more seldom. Whenever the warrior parries an attack, the next warrior archetype ability costs 1 less. Whenever the warrior ends their turn near an enemy affected by sworn enemy ability, the warrior gains 10 temporary wounds. Maybe. Enemies suffer minus 10% of the hit chance. Okay. If there are no enemies adjacent to the warrior at the start of the turn, the warrior's damage is increased by 18 for charge and push increase the damage of range attacks. No. Charge distance by 3 cells. When the warrior hits with reckless strike, this attack scores a guaranteed critical hit. A guaranteed crit? I have to. I'm sorry, but I have to. I mean, a guaranteed crit? Like, I have to. Guaranteed crit? I have to. It's a guaranteed crit. So, there were a few that were shield-based. Flesh wounds. But this would be good on Abelard, because he's the tank. This definitely. Invincibility. 2 deflection if a shield is in the current weapon set. Yeah. Enemy saved by the character with a melee attack will become priority target. And he's also... There were more. Oh, but it would also be really good on Abby. 8 weapon skill and ballistic skill. Revenge, no. Shot through. Steel shell. The character's deflection is still going. Oh yeah. Strong hand. Gains 5% block and deals 50% more damage with shield bash. Yeah, this is... Toughest steel. All of those are good. It is one with shield. Masterful precision. Masterful display. Mountain malign influence. Targets that consider the character a priority target deal 40% less damage to the characters as allies. That one as well. They have no ranged weapons equipped. I mean, he doesn't. I don't think he ever will. Then yeah, I know. So, he currently has 1 deflection. He could use more deflection, yeah. He has 103, so I could give him... Character 5% more damage, 100 melee weapons, 10% more damage with 200 melee weapons. The damage is not really that important on Abby. I mean, the 2 deflection would get him to 3. Which he could definitely need. Yeah, I'll give him the deflection. Oh no, heresy. Imperial characters affected by allies not legendary abilities. The resolve is increased by 1 for 1. Yeah, Imperial World characters can deposit hit against Xenos. Yeah. As with the braced effect, are affected by the Navy officers not Mm-hmm. Get off ability once per round. 7 damage. Deflection. Dex of opportunity to implement damage with the warrior. Area dex additional 3 damage. If it take damage 11% dead. Has not access to any 24% armor. And the warrior uses single shot melee attack against the target. Warrior against 90% armor. Against critical damage increased by 18%. Less than 50% against more crit. When the warriors hit 1 to the endure effect, the damage reflection increased by 1. Maybe warrior parries an attack. The next warrior type. I mean, he does. He blocks more of it. He doesn't actually parry. If there are enemies adjacent to the warrior at the start of the turn, opening strike, charge, and push, increase the damage, ramming speed, rigorous training. I mean, given he always wants to be. Yeah, sure. Yeah. What do I give you then? Attention. All damage by the character increased by 3% for every new enemy damage by them this combat. Yeah. As long as they have no ranged weapons equipped. I think Argenta's entire thing is not that. Applies blinded, slowed, fatigue, perplexed, or disturbed. No. Wait, the same happens if the character inflicts stunned or prone, but a random target makes a resistance test. She does tend to do that. Critical hit chance and critical damage is increased by 5% of their dodge. You have... that's a bit of dodge. Yeah, I think, yeah, 5% of the dodge we have... How much was it? 115? 115%, so 5% of 115%. How much is that? 5% of 115. That's... Well, actually, I didn't think about it. The character's critical hit chance, critical damage increased by plus 5% of their dodge. I mean, 115%. It's... The character's dodge reduction is higher than enemy's dodge, which isn't. The character deals damage to an enemy. Also, whenever kills the first enemy in a round, this damage to an enemy damage suffers 1 stack of degraded defense effect for every 6 damage the character has dealt. Whenever the character's ally attacks that enemy, they deal additional 1% damage. Melee attack. Pushed. No. When allies take actions an extra turn, no. Any damage of the character is increased by 1 for every attack that I have made this combat. Does not affect damage over time effects. Sure. Firebrand. Black Bear, Flesh Wounds. Grievous Wounds. Invincibility, no. These 3 enemies hit by the character with a melee attack, okay. There's a willpower resistance, okay. Character is attacked by an enemy, they gain momentum equal to the... If the character is attacked by an enemy... Oh, no. Single shots deal damage to targets other than the main target. 5 ballistic skill till the end of combat. Tends to happen sometimes. Deadeye shot deals additional 12% damage. Nope. Pushes an enemy. Nope. Strength. Nope. Plus 5 to all characteristics. Potentially. Character ignores 3 of the enemies' deflection. And it scales with the bullshit modifier. Ballistic skill. Yeah, she does focus on ballistic skill, yeah. Eager subordinates. Flashball. Where were we? Nope. Armor pen is harder than no power. Nope. Character is healed. Nope. The character loses wounds next melee attack. Nope. Shot through. The character gains an additional 37% over penetration. The over penetration attacks cannot be dodged. Scores a critical, they have a chance to increase their critical damage bonus bar. With how often she crits, yeah, no, that's an easy shot. Each shot fired by the soldier grants them +1 agility until the end of their turn. I mean, she does shoot off then. That's at least 10 agility. That's a lot. Reach adjacent ally. Demolition. The soldier's demolition instead of intelligence used to determine additional damage dealt with ranged area attacks. He's 5% more damage for every 10 points in demolition. Wait, so area attacks. So burst. Yes. The soldier's second attack in turn deals 90% more damage to enemies that have not suffered damage to sword. But the soldier has full cover against an enemy, the soldier gains 10% damage against the enemy. Okay. While at full wounds, 10 ballistic skill. The first hit of each rage burst attack deals additional damage equal to weapons' current rate of fire. It's not that high, I think. All the soldiers' area attacks gain 26% armor pen and general deflection when used against enemies in a 3-cell radius around the soldier. No. After the soldier deals damage to 3 different enemies, the soldier gains 70% more damage with the next attack in the current combat. No. Reloading costs 2 AP less. Ah, the heavy flamer though, that's what. Maybe. Medium over does not reduce dodge. Reverence dodge can be used after 2 kills instead of 3. This was if it dodges uses cover against enemy attack that can guaranteed critical hit against that enemy. How high is that? Fuck it. She has demolition of 115. And there was demolitions expert. It's just power armor proficiency. Since when? Accusation of heresy, judgment exemplar. Where was it? Calculated resolve. In the cortical insertion. Yeah, I need to give her something into the cortical insertion. Probably gonna forget that until next time. Where is the demolition expert? Demolition engineer. Deals 5% more damage for every 10 points in demolition. With ranged area attacks. Hold on, so I have 115. Which means she deals 105% more damage with her burst. Jesus fucking Christ, this woman is gonna be dangerous. Familiar's maximum wounds are increased by 87%. In combat, the familiar gains +1 deflection for each cell between it and the overseer. While damage done by the character is increased by 3% in your combat, revenue enemy damage in this combat. 15 willpower as long as they have no ranged weapons equipped. No, she needs the com gun. Plays blinded, slow, fatigue, perplexed, disturbed. Within 5 cells of the... I mean, already kind of does. I mean, already does. When I use the bird. Which of these did I kind of enjoy? Suffers damage to an enemy. Doesn't really deal damage. Never allows take control next to turns given by the character. During the first turn of combat, the character has +2 additional action point. This might be useful, actually. Any damage the character is increased by 1 for every attack they made in combat. The intelligence bonus, 5% more dodge reduction, critical hit chance. Really? Enemy set by the character, melee, no. Whenever the enemy feels a willpower resistance against the character, they suffer 12 direct damage. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely, yes. He's gonna damaging ability on an ally grants a bit to reroll any failed attack, dodge for accuracy, or skill of a 20% chance success for 1 round. Maybe. Force weapon, nope. Using heroic by the psycho decreases will degradation percent. Nah. Described soul ability, it costs no EP but deals direct damage. The next psychic power used this ability to trigger psychic phenomenon. What the hell did I hear outside? The first psychic power used each turn reduces the degradation by 2 points less. The psychic can use a damaging psychic power being threatened by enemy melee. Nah. Enemies that fail a willpower resistance can interrupt the psychic power with additional 18 direct damage every time they suffer mental damage. Didn't that already happen? It's direct damage. Oh. Then it suffer mental damage. Enemies have taken damage from the psychic at least once suffer minus 20 penalty. No, when a psychic hits an enemy with a psychic power, deal more damage than the target's wound. After every 6 use of psychic power, but the psychic enemies can stack and minus 5 penalty to all characteristics. Sure. It's an enemy that's affected with an expert and exposed weakness. No. Oh. No. Music for level up stream hype. Dungeon falls to deep dark fantasy. Sure. Instead of learning on the person combat, the operative introduced with the same number of exploits when using as enemies among all enemies and tense raise on the operative. If an enemy affected by an expert first, after it has not moved this turn, they deal 3 more damage with a single shot. No. Inflicts an expert, even enemies auto operates line of sight to stop at the turn.
What the hell are you doing there? The other night, when the boys were sleeping, I reached down and played with his dick. I like it.
Be smart. Anytime an ability I'm using the fellowship bonus, avoid my intentions to use intelligence bonus. Sure. Yeah, very boring. Just actually.
What I'm trying to say is, it's me. I want to talk to you about me, bro. Remember the time we were hanging out and I started telling you about my feelings?
Music might be a touch. Is it still too loud? I was already really quiet, I felt. Suffer mental damage. They don't really do that.
For us, they toiled in sweatshops, endured the lash of the spanking time and time again. These men struggle and sacrifice so that we might live better.
Ouch. The first turn in combat. Oh. Line of sight. Inflict an exploit even on enemies with your auto operatives line of sight. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be the last up, level up. Attention, after an ally takes an extra turn provided by the character, the ally gains 7% armor, 7% dodge, and 3 movement points until the end of combat. Wait, what? More armor, more dodge, and 3 movement points? That's huge. There was another one for, like, allies. Destroyer. No. Maybe even. When allies take an extra turn, given by the character 15% more damage. Yes. If an extra turn is given by the character's abilities or talents, grants MP, gains 4 more MP. If AP, gains 1 additional AP. Yeah, not this one. Whenever an ally is affected by an officer's ability time that works with temporary wounds, armor is increased by 10% as well. And it's on the effect of officer's abilities, gain a bonus to their weapon skill, which is 11, and will deal 8 more damage and attack opportunity. Yeah, okay. This part is good. Voice of command or bring it down. Voice of command. This ability costs 1 less AP for the first time in combat. If you use an ability on ally, the angle bonus to perception, ballistics are equal to 6. These bonuses stack, but half of the stacks are lost at the end of the target's turn. I mean, that would... Oh, that's also very good. Obviously, the target's an ally with an ability first time in a round. Nah. Allies affected by the officer's abilities gain a bonus to resistance as equal to 14. Uses 2 of them to gain extra time in 1 round. But whenever the officer uses 2 officer archetype abilities, they do not grant an extra turn in 1 round. The officer gains the stand witness effect. The next officer's archetype ability that does not grant an extra turn will also affect the officer. I suppose. It's not bad, but my first option. Against movement points of the target officer, also against half a number of movement. Okay, it doesn't. Whenever the officer put against action points an ally, also gets 1 to all characteristics for every action point gained. I mean, that's 3 characteristics, it's okay. When the officer targets an ally with an action, the officer increases by 10 of next turn. Okay. Whenever an ally starts a turn adjacent to the officer, no. The officer and allies in a voice of command with an additional 18% of enemies have not yet acted this combat. Oh, this combat? The officer against 10 willpower and 10 fellowship with less than 50% for maximum wounds remaining, plus an additional 10 willpower. Okay. Get back in the fight, removes 1 fresh injury from the target and heals the target for 3 wounds for each effect removed by the get back in the fight. This one actually, yeah. Okay. You gained the 3rd tier archetype. Yeah, we've been streaming for way too long. It's 3 AM. Good lord. I know it's a Saturday, but boy.